And we're live.
And
we're live.
We're live to POP-ulation podcast episode 11. If you're new to this podcast, which I highly doubt you're new to this damn podcast, this show is all about collecting pops from Pops, NECA figurines, Star Wars Black figurines, Marvel Legends, Hot Toys, and you can go on. The list goes on and on. While the beat goes on. Also, we talk about pop culture and a bunch of ton of other random shit.
And your weekend wrestling. Oh, that's our
no,
podcast.
that's not it.
Sorry, the one.
That was yesterday, Wednesday. But you already knew that.
Yeah, I don't know why we're still doing this with Franco.
What?
I don't know why we're still doing this with Franco.
I don't know. No. He said he wanted to be on it. He was begging.
Okay. Well,
I wasn't really begging.
He was leeching.
begging yesterday.
Yeah. He's like, I told him, no, we're doing this whole damn thing. And then he shed tears like.
Started crying. He started crying.
He did?
It's embarrassing.
But anyways, I'm the bad guy, Nick H.
I'm your second host, the most important host.
Not the important host.
The second host.
Here's this guy that I see here.
That's made this podcast alive. That breathe.
Breath. He's already fucking up already.
Man, anyways, nice to meet y'all.
Nice to meet y'all.
Second host of the POP-ulation podcast.
Third host.
Franco, I don't know who the hell that is.
I mean, I have more tenure on this podcast than you.
I think we should just be like a comic universe, just sort of write him off.
No, but I think he is. He's like, the Fantastic Four movies and the Spider-Man movies before the MCU. That's where he's at. He's like in those. Like before the MCU Iron Man movie, he was the try-hard movies.
The try-hard.
Like we're just gonna see if people like this. He's like Spider-Man 3.
Ew.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
I'm offended.
Everybody.
Anyways,
love Spider-Man 3. We talked about this.
Our pop-all for the month. I picked up Ramona Flowers, one of my old buddies, old friends of mine.
You didn't even introduce them.
Well, what an ass.
So, am I
join our team?
Hey.
Because we were going to introduce you.
Sorry, he's still my husband.
Okay.
So, I'm back.
I mean, you have
I'm
Raphael.
There's such things called divorce.
You have Raphael, who doesn't know your name.
It costs too much.
Yeah, he's on your team.
But my friend made it happen.
I don't know, man.
As I was saying, my name is Ty-Fi, and I wasn't on yesterday because the tension was too high for me, so I did not want to put myself in a very bad situation. So I'm here today because I have my husband with me and all these pops, so we can't get into an altercation.
Let's get right into it.
All right, let's get into
I
it.
picked up Ramona Flowers. One of my friends picked it up for me for Emerald City Comic Con. One of my old friends. He's a dick now. But yeah, next pickup was Charlotte Flair, the Foot Locker exclusive. Woo! We didn't win.
Boo-woo, but
And the third one is my wife's pickup. Post Malone.
Posty,
look at him.
What was that?
I'm trying to talk over here,
Can't
man.
people say shut up?
Yeah.
Shut up.
You said it already.
You already did.
You already did. Post Malone. Number 111, early Foot Locker exclusive. I'm pissed off he doesn't have the pre-release sticker. But yeah,
Post Malone, if you're watching, if you ever watch this, we love you. Maybe not this guy, but
Are you going to show hands?
I hope Nick does.
Huh?
Fuck with posties. Fuck with Postmates.
Postmates.
Post cereal.
Postos. Want to go next?
Hey, we're gonna introduce like everything. You can go. I
mean, I don't have that much to showing off anyway.
But I still love when you show off. So
Okay.
I want to do a podcast BK over there.
Huh?
Y'all want to do the podcast BK? Both of you?
I thought it was 20.
No, he's gonna get too jealous. Even if we were being gay with each other, he'll be jealous.
What
Like,
year are you stuck in? It's like 2012. Or you hate gay people?
Is that where they hate gay people?
I'm sorry, that was 2019?
That's why I said we're in 2019. He's over here. Like,
No, 2019, everyone hates everyone. 2012 is when it was okay to make fun of people and not be judged.
If you're watching Wrestling Here Entertainment's for everybody. I don't know about the Bad Guy Network, but Wrestling Here Entertainment is for everybody.
we were talking about having a problem being gay.
Oh, it's not wrong with both of y'all.
Well, for us,
With both of y'all.
can be gay all we want. Doesn't matter.
I mean, I'm not saying that. I'm saying
Yeah.
okay, we're ready to go on the podcast.
Oh, huh?
They're here for the podcast, not
They're
for
here
the
for the
TV.
podcast. Yeah, sing it.
Oh, man.
But anyways,
Yeah.
going on before this douchebag over here. Just like, no trouble, dude. Picked this up at the antique shop Cody's. They're like Funko trophies. You get after like a year subscription, which I didn't have the year subscription, but that got them for like $9 or something like that. And also the other one I gave to you?
Yes, you did, and I have it, and I wasn't sure if you wanted me to take it or not. I don't want to mess it up.
Over here. Oh, I got these GameStop. Who dropped it?
Oh, no, I think I know what this does.
Huh? You know what that does?
Oh, shit. Okay.
So, I'm going to go ahead and play the music anyway. It's going to play. But, I think I saw something about, like, light. So it needs to be, like, I don't know. It's weird.
Oh,
Censored.
it needs to be, like, censored by light, like a lot of light.
There it is. But, yeah. I'll show you.
Dude,
There you go.
this is beautiful. Oh, for those of y'all listening on the podcast, it's a NECA Jason figure video game style.
I mean, it's not.
I got the same one, except it's an actual San Diego Comic-Con exclusive.
Yeah.
But this one's music.
I mean, that one's
But that one's going to be forever wrapped. You
Oh,
want
this
to
one's
look at
only at
it,
GameStop.
admire
That's
it.
pretty cool. So even though you didn't get an SDCC one, you still got an only at
With
GameStop
music.
one. Yeah, with music. So.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
This one also.
Oh, dude. And then for those of y'all, we're also looking at the Freddy. Oh, dude, the face sculpt on this dude.
Or is it the Freddy Krueger one?
Yeah. Can I get this one too? Man, this is beautiful. Oh my gosh. This is okay. Yeah, for those of y'all who are listening, again, it's a Freddy. Nightmare on Elm Street, Freddy Krueger.
Yeah.
Only at GameStop, NECA figures.
And of course, I have the Pops over here displayed, the All Might Pops. Those are common variants, been out for a long time, but so I picked those up.
Oh, dope.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
From My Hero Academia?
Yep.
I still haven't started. Oh, dude, I barely realized how big this pop is. Hold on.
That is a big pop.
Hold up. Dude, that is nice. I love when pops are this big.
They should be that big.
Dude, you could throw this at some.
It's gonna do some damage if you throw it at someone.
This is a pop.
Just throw it, Franco.
This is a pop?
Yep.
Dude.
Sick, right?
Dude, this is sick. That's beautiful. I'm sorry. Put that somebody's head busted open.
He's bringing
Busted
kayfabe.
balls.
Busted down, Tatiana.
Well, man. There's other things I got, but those aren't really collecting.
No, hey man.
It is what it
So
is.
it is what it is.
Hey. All right.
That's my turn.
That's your turn, I guess, yeah.
I kind of know that you. I got a Carnage pop figure right here. Absolutely love it. Some of Cletus Cassidy. Carnage is showing. Woody Harrelson is playing him in the Venom universe that Sony's creating, which is pretty dope. Then I got a Ramona Flowers, the Spring 2019 Spring Convention Limited Edition exclusive. This is the only Scott Pilgrim pop that I own. That's why it's in a case. I saw Scott Pilgrim a long time ago. Absolutely loved it. And then I saw it again and like loved it even more, but I was way too late on the pop train. So I got this. And I got another one for a former friend of mine. I got it for his wife, who's really cool. Like, she's cool. The friend, not so much. So I got, Ramona Flowers.
That wasn't even for his wife. That was for his friend.
For his friend's wife.
No,
My friend. Where's his wife? No, his wife. Yeah, I was for we got go. Yeah.
No, it was for him. It wasn't for the
Because as
wife.
soon as I gave it to my friend, he was like, "Oh, cool, Tiffany did this." So I'm just saying, like,
wow, her sip on my wife.
Yeah.
Sip on.
then I got, then I got
It's
Captain America Venom. I love this one. I heard somebody say they didn't really like it. I forgot who said that. They're like, "Oh, pass. Looks stupid." I was like, I don't see how.
It's really cool.
Yeah, it's really cool. It's well sculpted. Then I got Aang on the air scooter from Avatar: The Last Airbender, because I absolutely love this series. Rest in peace. No longer exists, but the OGs know. Shazam. I got freaking Zachary Levi's Shazam. I've already seen this movie twice. Go see it.
we saw it together. The second time we saw it together.
Yeah, we did.
We did. Shared
We
a
really
popcorn.
did. Shared
Wait.
popcorn and everything.
What?
It was
Yeah?
beautiful. It was a great time. Hell yeah. Opening night, right? Official opening night. Hell yeah, that's how you do it.
So DC movies sucks usually.
What?
Usually DC
I'm sorry, I can't
movies
hear you
suck.
over how awesome that night was.
I don't know. He's trying again.
Yeah, trying again, exactly. Then I got Corey from Boy Meets World, because Boy Meets World, I'm sorry, is where it's at.
Where's Spinga?
Pop Gorilla didn't have her. I was kind of sad. I was looking all over the place for her. He's like, "Oh no, I just got a little bit of those because I forgot who he said wanted them, so he ordered them." And I thought he was going to order an abundant amount, but I think he just ordered enough to make very little. But he did. Shout out to Pop Gorilla, Albert De Leon. He's getting married. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
On that. Yes, dude, Pop Gorilla. We're so happy for you. I was able to get Winston and Schmidt from New Girl. And I absolutely love these. He's helping me get Nick. And he's looking for Jess again. So I'll probably never have CC, but that's okay.
But that's okay.
Then I got Aang. Oh, okay. So I really wanted this pop because it's gorgeous. It's like absolutely gorgeous, and I like the way he's posed and everything. And I kept like looking for him. I couldn't find him anywhere that wasn't at a place that was like way too much. So I was like, I'm gonna pass. I'll wait on him. Cool thing is, this guy was selling his Avatar pops on Facebook. Got this for $5. So yeah, you know, and yeah. Okay. So then the last two that I have in this are Thor. Shout out to Eric about this. Thank you so much, dude, for helping me get my hands on him. It is the 2019 Spring Convention exclusive. It looks amazing. I absolutely love the way he looks in this pose. It's just gorgeous. And then shout out to my boy Nick, the one and only bad guy, the best guy to be honest. Got my hands on. Honestly, the Avengers in-game war, it looks nice. But I'm not in a hurry to get any of them because I know they're going to be on clearance next year, just like all the Infinity War ones are. So this one was one that I really wanted, the Hot Topic exclusive Captain America, mainly because if you haven't noticed Cap's suit in this movie, it has like the sheath that the comic books have that they've been trying to do for years with the Captain America costume, and they finally got it down. I want to say his worst costume is the Avengers costume because that little neck thing they did for him just ugly. And the costume looked dope, but the neck thing was just dumb. So that's the pop. That's the pop. Like these are the portion. Yeah, the pop portion. Then I got Mr. Obi-Wan Kenobi right here, the homie. Star Wars Black Series figures. I collect them, and I've never run into him. I've only run into the Walgreens exclusive one. I was at Ross, and they had him for $3.49. $3.49. These usually run $20. Like that was a steal. So I was gonna buy it, and I did. Now he's in my collection. If you want to look at him, you can hold him. And then the last three things on my last four things. I'm sorry. I'm a fan of Logic, so I had to go purchase Supermarket at Barnes & Noble. So it's written by Logic. Which is
I'm sorry. Dope. Is it like 20% off?
Yeah, it was 20% off. Yeah.
It's
20% off, and then I had another what's it called?
Coupon.
Another coupon. So I was like living. I can't stand when my page is folding books. I'm sorry. All right, yeah. So Supermarket, I have not gotten past the first chapter, not because it's a boring book. It's a good book. It's just my mind's everywhere right now. Time. And then the final three things that I got were Aquaman, the Blu-ray exclusive, which is cool, the little lenticular thing it does. And then what I love about this is that it comes with a what's it called? A book inside, like with art, like the art for the movie they used. Oh, Jason Momoa.
So you're gonna get it signed by Jason Momoa?
Celebrity
fan. I was like celebrity fan fest.
Bad. I got this one. Yeah, you want to check it out?
I saw your video on that. It was a great video.
Thank you so much, dude. Thank you so much, man. Then I got
also that one. It was another great video.
Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. This one came with a Miles Morales figure. I'm in love with this movie wholeheartedly. Holds a special place in my heart. So go get this. You get a chance.
Shout out to Posty for that.
Shout out to Posty Sunflower Swaley. And then had to. Creed the sequel. I'm a Rocky fan. Die hard. The Creed movies have been so perfect in continuing the storyline for Rocky. And for those of you who've already seen Creed 2, you know how well they close Rocky's storyline. So, that is. Oh wow! I didn't notice that certified fresh sticker.
It's Rotten Tomatoes certified fresh, but Manny Fresh bought it. It's true. Fresh certified.
But yeah, oh man, I love everything about these. But yeah, that's everything. That's everything I got recently. My recent pickups.
So, total cost.
$1,000.
Yeah, you know what? If you need a rough estimate, the Spider-Man thing was $30 because it was the Walmart exclusive. Came with Miles Morales. The Aquaman was another $35, so that's $65 plus $20 for the Creed, $85 plus $95, 96, 97, 98 because this was $13. So that's $98. That's already like $100, and then 110, 120, 130, 140, 150, 100. 60, 100, and these were how much are they? Because it came out to like $23, right? The Ramona.
Yeah.
It was 60 to 77, so that's already 183, like $183. 93. 3, 4, 5, 36, 97, 98, 99. Oh, dude, that's already like 200, 205. And then I'm getting you for this. And this one ran like I don't know. So, maybe around 215, 216, right, more or less. And then the Corey was free because I earned my free pop from POP-ulation, and that's what I chose to get with it. So yeah, all in all, I spent around $216.
Did I say you went all in?
You went all in on the green sour face?
No.
How does that make you feel? Pretty good.
Like a real boy.
You're a cute man. Don't ever forget that. Don't let Franco tell you otherwise.
It's not you.
Hater.
Why do you smile when you say that?
That was not that weird.
He winked at me at the same time.
That was not that weird.
And now without that beard, I'll fight him.
I had to shake because he was getting too touchy.
Oh, really? I had a feeling.
Was in here all day.
Trying to give you Eskimo.
There's an interview here to talk about the rest of the whole 13 years. Got some explaining to do.
I mean, it sure does. Maybe we should just end the podcast now, right? Probably.
Yeah, just make it 60 minutes. It's the shortest one.
Yeah. Well, this is the last one because I'm sick of it. So.
It should have been the shortest one whenever you weren't on those 3 times. The one that always flakes.
Oh, yeah, flakes, because I specifically told you when Marvel movies or movies catch my interest, I go see them Thursday night.
Oh, yeah. That
Maybe if you listened
the
to
last
you
time,
would know that.
you didn't tell us at all until, last minute.
About what, the concert?
Yeah. You didn't remember?
That week.
I see
all
what
of us
was
were
now
messed
your
up.
priority list.
Yeah, well, I want to see your face, so. Excuse me. Okay, I love the podcast. I'm sorry. I think we're really going to screw with our. Should we explain?
I mean, honestly, we went back and forth yesterday. You're the one that brought up this going back and forth today. Yesterday was just normal.
Okay, then it's normal. I'm sorry, guys. I love Franco. I love Nick. I love Tiff. We all love each other. Please subscribe to our YouTube channels so you can see what's going on and why most of
I
these
don't fuck with Franco.
Oh, yeah, I don't watch your videos either. It's cool. I usually try to watch Manny's, usually.
Oh, man, don't make me the guys.
Use my content to masturbate.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Hell yeah.
It's on Pornhub, might as well.
Yeah, I upload all my stuff on Pornhub as well. Yeah, you have to, man.
That's the reason why I premium.
All right, well, what's next for All In?
What?
What's next?
All In.
That was All In. What's
Then we all
next?
go all in. Okay,
Yeah, what do we do after the next?
we talk about pop culture
Pop culture?
or whatever's
All right,
going on.
yeah. Oh, man, what's releasing as far as pop goes? That caught your interest.
They show the Charmander.
The Charmander looks dope. Now I'm thinking about getting the
I think they said they're going to be a 10-inch as well, or was it Bulbasaur?
Is there? They're doing a 10-inch?
Yeah, 10-inch
for Chardonnay view.
If they have like a 10-inch Bulbasaur, I mean, honestly, if it releases, I would buy it because I would name it Bulby and just have it on the little thing.
You say Bulby reminds me of Bulby from Jimmy Neutron.
Yeah.
That 10-inch. I don't own any 10-inch pop figures. I think the only one that I did want to own was the Gladiator Hulk. Because I just felt like
hammer.
like it looked pretty dope. But I no longer want to own that one. I just thought it looked cool. So nobody hit me up in the pop group saying I got it for $45. Okay, you keep it. I'm not trying to buy that. What else is released? They haven't really mentioned anything. Like, there was the Hot Topic Periscope last night that all the ones that are releasing the Van Geek SpongeBob.
Van Geek SpongeBob. That excited me because I was like, sweet. Yeah. I was like, ah!
I'm excited for that one.
Because if they release other ones, I mean, it would be I would call it a cartoon moment where they actually have like SpongeBob, Squidward, or whatever inside the box, and then just in the back, the rest of the band.
Oh yeah.
Like, just kind of plastered on.
I think it'd be pretty cool to see like Patrick stuck in the tuba. Yeah, that'd be pretty cool to have a pop figure of that.
Just make it like just a 10-inch pop of like him with the trombone.
Yeah,
piece,
that'd be pretty
and then
dope.
it's just like where you can actually.
That'd be pretty sick.
But
Somebody needs an instrument.
For those who don't watch SpongeBob, why? Well, I have the most serious manager. That guy shows no emotion whatsoever, only when he wants to. And the other day I was quoting SpongeBob with a friend at work, and he comes in, and another one of our friends was like, "Really, dude, you're quoting SpongeBob?" And when he walks in, the first thing he says is, "And what's wrong with that?" And all of us just got quiet, looked at him, and he was like, "I love SpongeBob. That show's funny." And they're like, "Dude, are you serious? You watch SpongeBob?" He's like, "Yeah. Every so often it's on. I'll just sit down and watch it." We do not own the rights to the music.
Sorry.
Right. I started crying.
Just start crying.
No, what is that? The only thing that's releasing as far as pop news goes? And what else is? Oh, they're releasing more drag queens. Yeah, the Periscope. They said it yesterday.
I didn't get to see all of it. I really was like picking and choosing what I was watching.
New,
What drag queens did they mention?
I don't know who they mentioned. I just saw that they're gonna new drag.
yeah,
queens.
some more drag queens coming.
Yeah.
If they, I don't know who they're releasing, but if they give me like Sharon Needles, which is my Halloween spook queen, they give me some kind of spookiness there, I'll be fucking excited. Because like I love Sharon Needles. She's my favorite. Also, if they give us, I'm trying to think, Kimchi. Kimchi is my Asian queen. She's like beautifully painted everywhere. She's amazing. So I was like, those are like the two main queens that I can think of.
I mean, I have a question, and this is a no offense to anybody who may do drag. I'm just asking a question.
Mm-hmm.
Do drags? I hate. That's what they call themselves though.
Drag queens.
Drag queens. Okay, because do they call themselves drags for short at any time? Because I feel like that might be an insult, and I don't want to be like, oh, drags.
I mean, you could be dragging someone to film, like, you know what I mean? Like, they have certain ways and certain key words.
Yeah. Okay. So do drag queens?
They just call themselves queens.
Okay. Yeah.
Is that not drag? The drag queen for the full thing. Queens for short.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
So do these, do they consider themselves like? Are they like? They do that for fun, and then like because it empowers them, and then afterwards they're like, oh, refer to me as this name or who I really am. Or do they fully embrace, like, if you talk to them, are you using pronouns like, oh, well, she's this or she's that, or like, what do they? With
them, it's not like a double life thing. Okay. Some of them actually, like, kid you not, a lot of queens recently in some of the seasons, like one of my other favorite queens, Gia Gunn. She's actually a transgender woman. Okay, she did drag, to find herself, and when she found herself, it was kind of like an amazing thing because she realized, I'm not just a man doing drag. Like, this is actually my lifestyle.
Yeah.
And that's how a lot of them find themselves. A lot of them do it as like a, try to escape from the dark that they were dealing with as kids. And a lot of the stories, like, if you ever watch RuPaul's Drag Race, shout out, like, that is my favorite show to watch to this day. A lot of the stuff, like, it's kind of touchy. Like, you'll see a couple cutscenes or whatever, that like talking about emotional stuff and everything. It's really sweet. Like, there was one that they did, I think, a couple years back about the Pulse nightclub incident. Two drag queens. One drag queen was actually supposed to perform that night, but they rescheduled her performance. And and one of her friends was at that thing thinking that she was there, but she wasn't. And she was actually a queen from Austin, Texas.
She died.
So no, she actually did not. Her friend.
Okay. No, I'm saying like the friend.
Yeah. So it's touchy subject. And then one of the other queens was a previous Miss Pulse nightclub winner. So it was like, you know what I mean? Like, they have, like, some of them have close connections to all of that stuff. And then they talk about, like, touchy subjects as, like, bulimia or, like, anorexic kind of things. Like, it's not only just in women, it's actually in drag queens. Drag queens, they do.
Yeah, because they're trying to keep the image. Yeah. So, I mean, even with women.
Yeah.
trying to keep their image.
And then there's like
I get
different touchy subjects and stuff like that, but in there, but like a lot of them, it's either they did it because they were trying to escape from some kind of darkness that was going on, or it was something to actually truly find themselves, you know. So I mean, it's a really cool show. I mean, if you haven't had a chance to watch it, really watch it. It's really good. The season that I'm on right now, honestly, is really drama filled, and I love it. I love the drama in it. And then my spooky queen last week was Miss Elvira. She was on that show, and I love Elvira. So
Elvira's hot, man. I'm sorry. I mean, I never
she's
understood
like,
why like my mom's always been kind of obsessed with her. I never understood it, and then I saw like. I pictured her without makeup. She's a redhead, and I was like,
there's a movie that she was in. I can't remember what it is, but I have to look it up. But there's a quote that RuPaul uses in one of his seasons. I think it was season 7. Asks one of the drag queens because the challenge was, death, like kind of like looking like death or whatever. Mm-hmm. And like one of the drag queens actually had like a knife through her head, like a fake knife, Wow. And she asked her, the quote from one of Elvira's movie was, "How's your head?" And Elvira's comment was, "I haven't had any complaints."
Oh, wow.
But she was in a car accident in the movie, and he's like, "What?" She's like, "Oh, I'm fine." So like usually that's the whole gag of like the whole season. The drag queen never caught the question.
Oh, I see.
So and then finally that episode, Drew asked like, "How's your head?" And she's like, "I haven't had any complaints." I was like, "Finally!"
Yeah.
But I mean, I love Elvira. She's my spooky queen of all time, and I actually dressed up as her for RoseCon.
That's dope.
I love her.
I don't know any other. Thanks for the clarification though, because I needed to know. I don't ask too much. I don't watch RuPaul or anything like that.
It's fun.
Just to know.
Also on the Periscope was Diamond Collection, Rafiki, and Simba.
Yeah, I saw that.
And I want that one.
Oh, you want the diamond ones?
I mean,
no. I'm just asking. Like,
Simba,
I've never.
Simba.
I know I had that Mickey Mouse while I was waiting for Van, but
you got it for our daughter.
I was gonna collect them, but then I was like, "There's too many of them," and some of them didn't look all that great. So yeah.
Like the mini ones actually look not bad. I thought they actually looked really nice.
Yeah. Is that all that Funko's released lately? Right? It's been kind of slow. I mean,
all the in-game pops.
Yeah, all the in-games.
They're trying to catch up to movie production.
And not only that, San Diego Comic-Con's coming up. So I'm pretty sure
they have
trying to lay low.
What's that?
In June? Yeah, June and July, one of those. So I'm pretty sure they're trying to lay low. And other toy news, McFarlane grabbed the rights to the Game of Thrones, and they're releasing new figures. You could already purchase most of them. So it's the White Walkers, Jon Snow, Arya Stark, and Khaleesi. Those are all the ones they have so far. I hope to get my hands on it. I just started Game of Thrones. I'm halfway through season 2, so.
Oh, you're almost there. You have a lot more to go.
I don't watch any of it.
Yeah, it's good. I like it. I wanted to watch it at my own time, in which I chose finally to watch it at my own time.
Can we talk about Oreo's releasing those Game of Thrones cookies though?
Yeah, I got 2 packs.
And at a decent price. I thought they're gonna, just because it's Game of Thrones, no lie, no joke, I thought they were gonna put like a good price tag on it, like, oh, these are special edition Oreos, you have to pay $5.99 for these. Honestly, $2.98. I was happy just to get a pack. I mean,
they're really stuffed. Like I noticed that they're pretty thick.
They're honestly, they remind me of like double stuffed ones.
Yeah, they do.
And I was like, oh, that's cool. Hi guys, if you guys are watching on YouTube and our listeners right now, we actually have our cat in the podcast. If you can kind of hear it meowing around a bit. Yeah.
No, Gracie.
Grace?
Yeah, it's Gracie this time around. But one of our cats are actually in here trying to enjoy.
Meow.
Oh, the new Power Rangers action figures that are being released by Hasbro.
Yeah.
I got my hands on a pre-order, and it's coming in next week. So that's going to be my next toy review on my YouTube channel, which I'm super excited about because it's a newer figure. So
also we can
get back. Don't call me.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So I'm super excited about that. When that comes out to review. Other than that, I'm looking for all the in-game Marvel Legends.
Yeah.
I need them.
Honestly, we could probably talk about these. Me and Nick go into a little bit of wrestling and stuff. The new Mattel figures that they're releasing for new elites that they have. Miz was showing off his on his Instagram today or yesterday. It's the WrestleMania 34 outfit, and it's actually him in his full gear, glasses, headband, and it looks absolutely amazing. Like the detail that they put into it for a Mattel figure.
Yeah.
You know, not bashing Mattel. I mean, sometimes there's a hit or miss on the face, and then, but you know that figure actually looked really, really good. Like, it was really nice.
I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Like the wrestling figures, Mattel does a better job than they ever did with their multiverse, their DC multiverse, which I thank God that McFarlane grabbed the rights. I think the best figure that Mattel released, as far as that, was their Shazam figure, which I personally own, because the articulation on that thing is ridiculous. It's really good. The face sculpt looks somewhat like Zachary Levi, so it's good. But I'm just glad that now McFarlane owns the
You're like, yeah.
Yeah, I'm super excited because McFarlane already announced that it's going to be making a line of 6-inch figures, which would be like this, like as large as these in the Marvel Legends, and they will be from everything from the TV shows to the movies. So
Nice.
I'll be able to get I already have a Green Arrow action figure. It has limited articulation, so I'm hoping McFarlane gives me like everything, dude. I'm just excited. I'm excited. Anything you excited about, man?
Excited. Oh yeah. How about that Dr. Pepper milkshake?
Is it good?
It's fucking amazing.
Is it?
It's fucking amazing.
I heard somebody say it was trash, and I got so sad. I was like,
No, it was way better than Taco Bell's Dr. Pepper Frost
Freeze.
Freeze.
Got large sizes.
oh yeah, well now that's what I'm thinking about doing after this, going to get a freaking Dr. Pepper shake.
It tastes like Dr. Pepper ice cream. While the
Ice-
Freeze just tasted like a fucking
Like an ice
exploded Dr. Pepper in the freezer for like 3 days.
Like an ice, yeah. It's kind of like when you go to corner stores and get like the Coke slushies. It just tastes like Coke,
What is this?
but you still get it because you're like, okay.
I don't get that.
I get it because I mix it with the wild cherry, and I get my cherry Coke. So it's Dr. Pepper. But whenever I worked at a convenience store, they had the Dr. Pepper Freeze ones, and like the Dr. Pepper one really sucked all the time. So I always got the Coke one. I'd rather get the Coke one than the Dr. Pepper.
Fuck Coke. We need a big feud with someone, so fuck Coke.
No, not Coke.
No, not Coke.
No, not Coke.
No Coke.
Oh, you're afraid they're gonna destroy us?
No.
Only because Coca-Cola owns almost every drink. They're like
They
the
don't own
Disney,
Dr. Pepper, do they?
but they're still the Disney of drinks.
So they don't own Dr. Pepper. That's all you need.
No,
That's all I need.
That's all you need.
No. They
That
have
is the
almost all of the
official soda.
Infinity
of-
Cokes.
Stop.
Don't do this.
Stop.
They have
Of
vanilla
Texas,
orange
Texas.
Coke.
WKE.
We're not fucking feuding with Coke. All right, we're not.
Coke, if you're listening, fuck
Coke,
you.
if you're
No.
listening-
And
Coke,
the
if
soda
you're listening,
Pepper's
this has
better.
nothing to do with me.
Dr. Pepper's the
Views-
best
No.
thing ever. This is everybody's
The
belief.
views
That's
and
part of
opinions
WKE.
expressed by
Fresh.
Franco Hernandez do
Fresh.
not include those of Manuel Plus with Jr.
This is my last
All
name.
right, thank you.
What the?
Yeah,
No,
No,
Coke.
fuck
No,
Coke.
stop it.
I'm not feuding with Coke.
Honestly, if
Coke
Funko
can suck it.
released
What the-
like a polar bear, like the
Yeah,
Coca-Cola
fucking-
polar bear,
they're doing that, aren't they?
are they?
Yeah, they're releasing the Coca-Cola
Nah,
polar
it is
bear.
Dr. Pepper.
If they do
Buy
in the
that,
little
but no.
Coca-Cola bottle,
It's
I
gonna
would be
flop.
excited.
Target flop. Excuse me.
Target.
Yeah, I buy that, but
Yeah,
fuck
I'm gonna-
Coke.
No,
Flock-
stop,
flock-
stop
You said
already.
flock Coke? Flock.
No, a flock polar bear from Coke.
Flock. I said flock
But I'm
Coke.
telling you,
Oh, flock Coke. Okay, I get it.
Flock Coke.
Coke is like Thanos, man. And they have
I don't
all
hate Coke.
different,
Why do you
different
like
Coke.
And Dr. Pepper can go its own way then. So
Why can't you feud with something like Squirt? Like
Squirt.
nobody thinks Squirt. Let's feud with Squirt.
Sorry.
No one knows about Squirt. Coke's the biggest one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
it's
why
okay.
fuck with the people that own most? No,
Okay,
we're
well,
not.
No, we're
Right.
not.
We have Dr. Pepper. We got Big Red.
I love both,
7 Up.
but
We got Pepsi.
possibly. But yeah, regardless,
I
man,
love
Dr. Pepper's the
Pepsi.
only
I'm not
soda
gonna
that
lie.
matters.
Brisk tea.
I love Pepsi so much.
Exactly. Fuck Coke.
No.
Exactly.
Oh,
This is
stop.
not Coke. Eh?
We love you, Coke. I mean,
We're in your big one. I don't actually love you, but you're
I think he
He's
just
talking
wanted a
about
reason to
cocaine.
say fuck.
Yeah, and I would say fuck.
He said fuck Texas toys.
Yeah, we're a few Texas toys apparently. So fuck Texas toys.
Again.
Ooh, we're not over with that.
So-
We're not.
We're really
Ongoing
not.
gag.
We're not.
How you just say you're going out of business and then
Ooh,
come back
you're
out
in
of
business
nowhere?
and you still sell your shit. Like if I wanted to buy this at your shop, it'd probably be fucking a $45.99. I got this
Going
for
back to regular
$49,
prices.
motherfucker. No.
Where's the sale?
We should actually do videos where we go, like, you know,
toy hunting and like compare prices to fucking
Yeah.
Texas Toys to show these people that don't fucking shop there. If you come to Corpus and you're looking for a toy store, don't fucking go to Texas Toys because you're just gonna be spending money on a fucking $6.99 Star Wars action figure that's really $6.99 at Walmart, but they're over there they're gonna be like, oh no, these are not just $6.99. We're gonna make these $15.99. Why the fuck? Why?
Because
good customer
profit
service
makes
here.
business.
No, you don't. You actually
I don't
don't.
give a fuck how the motherfucker makes this business because obviously we're supposed to be closed, aren't we, Texas Toys? But you're back.
But you're back.
I used to worship y'all before I knew
Fuck
save money.
Texas Toys and fuck Coke.
No,
Yeah,
we're not
saying
Coke.
fuck Coke. No, we're not starting to fuck
Fuck
Coke.
Please.
Fuck, we're not. I'm not doing
Please.
that.
Just we hit them. Hey, fuck Coke.
We're not.
No,
No,
stop.
we're not
Stop
fucking
fucking
with Coke.
Hashtag.
They're just gonna do hashtag fuck Corpus Christi.
They're like, this is why,
Damn.
and then you're gonna just see them just
They're
take
gonna
away
say-
all the Coke.
You're gonna be like, fuck Selena.
Hey, what?
all the Corpus just wakes up. You're like, ah. Start going at it.
And they're fighting today, aren't they?
Yeah, the cats are fighting today because they're trying to get a few Coke as well too.
Like, whoever you want to sponsor us, just let us know. Hit us up.
Yeah, Dr. Pepper, if you do want to sponsor us, I fucking love y'all.
Signs the DMs.
Slide into
We'll
them.
say what we want to tell us.
Can y'all guys bring back that Dr. Pepper Fusion though? Like, I love y'all. If y'all guys don't remember Dr. Pepper Fusion, like that was like the best
I
thing that
don't.
they ever made. Are you serious?
I wasn't. I don't think I got the Pepper until like 10. My mom always had Coke, and then I told her I had
Babe,
Pepper with it. So I had
that was Dr. Pepper when you were 10.
I don't fucking know.
It was Dr. Pepper Fusion, and Dr. Pepper Fusion was like the best thing ever in my life.
All I remember was Dr. Pepper.
And like it's
Dr.
basically
B.
like
And
it's,
Dr. Thunder.
to me it tasted like Dr. Pepper cherry, what it is now, but it's not really Dr. Pepper cherry.
I'm all down for that toy hunt and compare prices though. If y'all are
Yeah,
down.
hell yeah, I'm down.
I mean, we'll probably get sued by Texas Toys, but you know.
A documentary.
Right, we get Shane Dawson over here. Can we get Shane?
Can we get you for a conspiracy theory,
Yeah,
please?
well, we
Like,
need you to expose a business here.
a business here. I mean, you.
I'm all down for that.
Do you
Before I
think
leave.
he would sue us? You think we'd be sued?
I mean, anybody could be sued.
Nowadays.
Calling him out?
I mean, look what
I mean,
what Jeffrey's done.
Unless we like start making business decrease, then he can sue us. We start making business go away.
I think we gotta go in there and act like we're not recording. Like, don't draw attention to it.
Go in there with like the biggest.
Target,
Because there's a Target right next door, so we can compare prices like then and there. Walk in there, see a Star Wars figure for $35.99.
and then
Go to Target, get it for $19.99. So it's like,
We should like go do that and like buy the Star Wars at Target, and
yeah.
go back in there. Hey, bro, this is $19.99 over there. I walked literally like 10 feet.
Why should I buy it from you? Convince me.
Why should I wait?
Small,
Convince me.
wait, hold on.
Convince
I
me.
can hear the thing. That small business matters.
He's not even a small business though. The owner lives in San Antonio. He has like multiple shops.
But he's a small business and a small.
And when they move, they're not gonna be able to shop anywhere. Fuck, imagine he tells everybody in San Antonio,
Hey, yeah, fuck that guy.
all the toy shops love him there. And you're like, yeah, fuck it. And then y'all try to go shop anywhere, and everyone's just like,
They just literally like turn the open sign to
this is a
close.
Walmart. They like lock the
Walmart.
doors and
The only
shit.
place I'm gonna shop at is
Chain
that
it.
wrestling shop, trademark, and collectibles.
There's one over there in San Antonio?
Yeah, that's the.
You want a job there? That's
I
cool, man.
would love to job there.
Yeah, I fit perfectly. I used to
That
think
guy's
Texas
amazing,
Toys was the
though.
goal.
If you're listening to our podcast, the owner, Oscar, I believe his name.
Yeah.
Something with a Z. Yeah, hit me up. Be in December. Be in San Antonio September-ish.
You already told the kids?
Yeah. What?
You already told the kids?
I don't care.
You already told the what?
The fans.
Oh,
I guess this is their way to break it.
guys.
I mean, I think the last podcast we did, Will Spain talked about it.
He didn't say
He
anything.
didn't say anything. He was just talking about the
It sounded
news.
more like I was referring to them storyline than anything
Yeah.
serious.
Damn. I don't want to think about it.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck Texas Toys.
Hey, you can say it again. Say it again. Say it again.
Fuck Texas Toys.
There you go. There you go. Also, I like to-
Don't you say the other thing. You look like you were ready to say it.
What's next?
We talked about
Texas Toys.
Upcoming pops.
Texas
Texas
Pops.
Toys.
action figures.
Dr. Pepper sponsoring us. Coke probably not.
No.
No.
He said,
No.
"If you."
He really
C-O-K-U.
didn't mean it. He's in one of his moods.
Honestly, what if like we get famous and like Coke wants to sponsor us? Or it's like delete this episode.
Just like somehow someone just randomly just go delete.
What do you mean? Where's episode 11? What do you mean episode 11? It's there. No, it's episode 10, episode 12.
What do you mean? No, dude, we have an episode 11. Like, we were all there and recorded it. Dude, we've been looking. There's nothing on Spotify. There's nothing on TuneIn. There's nothing on fucking Apple. There's nothing.
It's going to be a lost episode.
Last episode.
One that never got to premiere.
That would suck.
That'd be hilarious.
I'd be mad.
I mean, we'll be famous though with Coke sponsoring us.
Like our feud against Coke would be famous.
No, I don't know what we do with it. We get famous, they sponsor us.
And then or like, what if Coke gets mad at us and like, fuck you, because y'all told us fuck you, and we're like, no, it wasn't all of us. And then our podcast gets kicked out, and then Pepsi brings our podcast back and sponsors us.
He's like, we agree with you.
Why Pepsi? Why not Dr. Pepper?
Because
Dr. Pepper's not solo. They're
no, yeah, you don't hear people like, oh, Coke to Dr. Pepper. You always hear Coke to Pepsi because people are like, what's better? Like
Pepsi.
like you know all those memes that are like, can I get a Coke? Is Pepsi okay? Is fake money okay? I'm always like, yo, I get excited when people ask me, is Pepsi okay? I'm like, fuck yes, thank you.
I can go in between both Coke and Pepsi.
But I love Pepsi and Coke, but I do side with Pepsi.
I love RC actually.
RC's dope as well.
Yeah. RC's like the cheaper version of Pepsi.
Yeah, it's like RC's like the lowest out of all three. It's like it just jumped in and was like
the best one.
No, the best ones are like the HB brand or the Walmart brand colas.
Just like last time, we turned into a Coke podcast again. Just like last time.
You talked about drinks yesterday?
Oh, yeah, Cole brought up Big Red and we were talking about sodas.
We love sodas. I mean,
sodas.
It's POPcast. Soda POP-ulation.
All right, Soda POPcast.
Tune in next week for a new podcast.
Yeah, we're doing this.
Stop!
Yeah, the topic last time was about Pib being Dr. Pepper's
Rival.
Well, not rival, but that's Coca-Cola's version of Dr. Pepper. Pib.
I still like Pib though.
Pib is more spicier though.
I'll tell you why I like Pib. Because I went to
It's
this
like
youth camp when I was younger, and they had no root beer. And they had no Dr. Pepper. And it was just Pib. It was everything.
I love
Which
Pib.
one? Nah, all of them.
All of them.
A&W.
Thin ice, homie.
Mug.
You like root beer?
Thin ice.
And every person we bring in, like every time they leave, it's always root beer.
Root beer.
I fucking love root beer, man.
I like root beer.
You never did me wrong.
I drink root beer float. I like root
What
beer.
the fuck? Man? Root beer's good.
Root beer floats are good.
My brother hates Dr. Pepper. My brother will fucking
It's a
trash
sin.
Dr.
If
Pepper.
your brother,
I was like, you're not texting, motherfucker. You shouldn't be here.
You better get your ye all ass out of
Yeah,
here.
fucking find another. Go live in California where they accept that kind of liberal shit.
I like.
Not here.
They're like, I like squeezed carrots.
Who the fuck says that? Like, he's like, oh, Dr. Pepper's fucking nasty. I'm like, bitch, you hardly
Totally
drink
fucked up.
Cokes.
Yo, you just hear, what you saying?
Not in this house, motherfucker. You get out of here.
You get your yeehaw ass
Get
out of
your
here.
yeehaw tooting footing ass out of the fucking house.
You don't disrespect Dr.
I don't fucking
It's
don't
literally
like
like a picture of Jesus with Dr. Pepper's cans, like right there, like.
It's all
There's
Charles
a picture of,
Larson.
like Jesus, like the Da Vinci Jesus, like holding Dr. Pepper. Like a big ass picture in our hallway.
And then it's the Last Supper. All you just see is
go pray
everything
to
with
it.
Dr.
Go pray to
pray
it.
to
They're
it.
all there with Dr. Pepper cans, like. And then Judas has a Mr. Pibb. Fucking fake ass. He has a Pibb in his hand.
No, it's not even Pim. It's like a Dr. Thunder, or like
Oh fuck! Right?
like the generic.
Yeah.
it's Coke.
Oh fuck! Yeah, it could be that.
Yeah.
Too. All of them are drinking Dr. Peppers, and he has a Coke, and everybody's just like, "Yeah, this one's the one that's betraying you, right?"
That's how you know.
Because biblically, it's like one of you will betray me. Imagine that. Imagine being at like a table eating the Last Supper, and then Jesus being like, "One of you's gonna betray me tonight." Like, bro, like, that would be like, oh,
he like puts down the Coke can.
He's like,
Bring a Dr. Pepper in real quick. He's like, what? I'm sorry. I'm
like
not.
Jesus is doing the take this bread in remembrance of me, like take this wine, and the whole time Judas is like nobody notices why he's barely eating his bread and drinking his wine. And he's like, "One of you will betray me." And he's like, "Judas, did you just no?" I'm pretty sure you.
I gotta go. My stomach's hurting.
You know what? I gotta leave.
My stomach's hurting, man.
Biblically, though, he hung himself after that. You know that?
Mm-hmm.
He killed himself because he was like, he tried to return the money and then felt bad for doing it and hung himself. Crazy.
Dark times.
Yeah, so don't
Everything
hate
but
Dr.
life.
Pepper.
Yeah.
Don't hate Moral of the
Message.
story. Don't fuck with Dr. Pepper. Don't hate it like that. People who don't live in Texas, that if you do listen to this podcast, Dr. Pepper's where it's at. If you're not
What you're
drinking,
basically saying is Dr. Pepper is the god, and the evil is Coke.
no.
So in other words,
Yep.
No.
you're saying
He's saying it.
fuck Coke.
Coke.
I didn't say that. I
No,
didn't say that.
no, we
No.
didn't say
All I'm
it.
saying is if
Hashtag.
you support people sniffing cocaine, then you're bad.
Then you're
So
right.
fuck Coke.
Fuck Coke.
Yeah, cocaine.
Fuck Coke.
Cola.
Cocaine.
Fuck Coke.
You don't have to say cola. You don't have to go there.
What?
We're not hating on Coke.
This podcast returns to nothing.
We're not. Endgame's coming up. Hellboy is dropping. Hellboy dropped tonight.
Yeah.
I
a big
am.
friend, got
I'm
tickets
surprised you're
for it.
not
It
at
was-
the movie premiere.
Hellboy?
Yeah.
I want to see it. I really do. At the same time, I bought tickets for Saturday because I got them for cheaper. Because with T-Mobile Tuesdays, they always give like deals on Tuesdays.
You got them for cheaper.
Yeah. So, and I was like, oh, I got the podcast tonight. Hellboy is one that I want to see, but it's not one that I have to see the first night. So I was like, I can go see it Saturday.
Did you get your tickets for Endgame? Oh, I'm sorry. Is that a touchy subject? I'm so sorry.
Did I get my tickets for Endgame?
All I'm trying to say, man. All I'm trying to say
All I'm
is
trying to say is
fuck fresh.
Oh.
When's in the game?
Endgame's the 27th, homie.
27th?
Yeah.
26th.
27th is the Friday
Everyone
date.
got their
But-
tickets.
Friday is that's Saturday.
Oh, sorry, 26th.
No.
26th.
So that means on the podcast you're gonna miss next week's or next 2 weeks population podcast.
You did get it.
Because you got it Thursday, correct?
Who you taking with you? It looks like 4 tickets, homie.
He has friends that he doesn't turn his back on.
taking quad. Just start naming like childhood friends that y'all didn't know I knew. I'm like, I'm taking the one that was there at the wrestling party, and then you're like, how the fuck do you know these people? And I'm like,
We went to high school together.
it's another group. Well, since I'm already put in this situation, I might as well explain myself.
Oh no.
I love Wrestling Kingdom wholeheartely.
Oh my
I
god.
love y'all to death.
You don't know how to say it right.
But
Kingdom
you
Entertainment.
need to know who the tickets belong to. I've had a group of friends that I've been going to see these movies with way before I met y'all.
Oh my god.
Stop! I'm sorry!
I'm done. I'm out of here.
No, come back, Tim!
You've been cheating on us.
I'm not cheating on y'all. I
Wait.
was cheating on them. It was y'all. And then y'all wanted to be in public. You're the side chick that wanted to make a public appearance, and that's when I had to cut it off.
Oh, wait, are you referring to me as a side chick? What are you talking
Hold
about?
on a minute.
The fucking trophy
No,
wife.
because you said you were cheating on us, and I was like, well, actually, I was cheating on them with y'all, and then
Whoa.
you're like the really fun side chick, and then you're like, when are we gonna make this Facebook official? And that's when I have to be like,
Facebook official.
no, but mostly it's just my siblings. Like that's who I see these movies with,
Oh, that's really
and
nice.
another friend. Usually it's my dad, but you know it's a civil war in the house, so I'm not doing much with him.
Can I take your dad's spot?
He disappeared in the snap.
Can I take your dad's spot?
Well, I already got the
But why?
And you didn't even think of bringing us too?
It wasn't like.
You think about like securing us tickets, like we secure your pops for you, but
Oh, you son of
we
a
got you to
bitch.
Captain America.
You just started
I
throwing
was
the
there. I
ball.
didn't buy it, but I was there. I picked it out.
You get what I'm saying? Does Manny need this? Does Manny need this? Does Manny need this?
Why am I being? Why am I?
So yeah, you're not gonna be on the podcast then. It'll be your fourth podcast missing, huh?
Well, of course you knew that I would have missed that podcast no matter what. There's no way I
It'll
would have
be
missed
the
the first time
12th
Endgame.
episode, missing 4. So that makes your podcast 1. You're usually there 2/3 of the time.
Guys, it's not like that.
Or we have a guest next. Who's the guest?
What?
Who's the guest supposed to be?
The guy was supposed to have on like 2 months ago or so.
I'm pretty sure Rob's gonna be there watching Endgame with him. Not with him, but we'll be there.
I bet anything that other tickets for Rob.
No, I can name everybody.
Put him on the spot.
It's me and my brother.
No, I'm just kidding. You don't have to name anybody. I was just kidding.
I'm
No,
going to because I love y'all.
Is
enough
this
to tell y'all.
your brother that doesn't like Dr. Pepper?
He's still my brother.
But he doesn't like Dr. Pepper.
Tiffany still loves you, even though you said fuck Coke on the podcast.
She doesn't like Coke. She doesn't really care.
I love Coke.
There you go. She loves Coke, and she's willing to look past that and love you. So that's what it's like with my brother. I look past that.
There's a lot of flaws, but wait, no, you can look over that.
It's not like that.
Wow.
Okay, so Endgame's coming up. The Curse of La Llorona is next week, next Friday.
Hey, get tickets for that? Start banging on the table.
Damn, like for everything to start banging on the table and then they're knock from down there.
Sir, if you quit being loud, hey, fuck you.
Get too slow.
Don't drop the balls.
So you like Coke, huh? I actually do. Yeah, get the fuck out of here.
Got on my face.
I work for Coke. And then they start banging on the bottom.
Go give a shit if you work for Coke.
No, we talked about pops. We did the pop culture.
The pop culture.
Um,
Talk about fuck Coke.
yeah, we talked about Coke for a very long time.
Talk about you betraying us, the Judas of the group.
Actually, I feel like y'all are the ones that I came to buy that offered me silver to turn my friend Jesus. Okay,
man.
Now I'm going back to the Last Supper with my friends.
So we're not in the main part of this.
No, okay, look,
story.
no,
Wow.
look, hear me out.
Do you really don't explain this?
No, because no. I know I'm being fucked up, but I feel like I gotta explain this on the podcast.
On the pod.
Y'all three
Podcast.
have played a major impact in my life, and I didn't know that y'all would ever play this impact. Like, it started with me just hitting y'all up to get a pop figure from. Like, that's all it started with. Like, I knew Tiffany from high school, but it had already been years
Yeah,
since
it's been
we
like
had graduated.
four or five
Yeah, like
years.
2012, and it like the last time I saw her really was at prom because we went in the same limo and everything. But
We hung out to
yeah,
with
fuck
each
yeah, we went to
other.
Whataburger and everything.
Mhm.
But I didn't know that off of one little meeting again after her and I, we were at the same place for getting some pops for one of the releases, and then
It was
after
a San
that,
Diego Comic Con.
yeah, then after that, you helped me get the 2-pack of Tom Haverford and
From the
his friend. I always forget his friend's name for Parks and Rec.
I saw that post.
Yeah. Oh, Ralph. I was gonna say Monchio.
Oh, this is sorry.
Yeah, Anissa Zara and then Ben Schwartz. Those are the real names in real life. But you helped me out, and then the conversation was good, and we talked and this and that. And then when I was leaving, you said, "Yo, is that a fucking 21 Pilots phone case?" You're like, "What's that phone case?" I was like, "Oh, it's 21 Pilots." I'm like, "Dude, we're fucking friends."
That wasn't the first time. That was the third time.
Third time.
Yeah, I got your pops before that.
What was the other one?
I know.
I know that one of them was the Chrome Jack, but the Chrome Jack came afterwards.
Yeah, Come Dragon was after. It was that one. No, unless it was
Oh, or was it Kevin Smith?
Kevin Smith.
Wait, I thought Kevin Smith, we had already met each other. No, that was the first time I ever came over here. Because you had to give me the directions.
Yeah.
So Kevin Smith was the first one.
Because yeah, the first time we met over here,
And I hadn't met you, yeah. And then you're
4:35.
like, yeah. Yep.
and then
That was the first time we met.
yeah, second one was that one. I was gonna hit you up on that one. I think you put in the group about if someone can help you out with that one, the Parks and Rec.
Yeah.
And I was gonna message you because I was gonna go, and then I told Tim, I was like, I'll message you, I guess. I'll be his helper. So yeah.
Yeah, and since then, y'all impacted my life deeply, and then y'all invited me on this podcast. Y'all don't have to. I met Nick.
Just want to throw you on Nick's side. Yeah, I'm the
One of
one
the coolest motherfuckers ever.
Team, so just...
And
Like, you're so salty about
I
that.
still don't like you.
I don't like you. Still my best friend, you fuck. Well.
So y'all do know that y'all play a big part in my life, and it's never.
Yeah, you still can't get us eventually. We're fucking with you.
What about Mr. Fuentes, huh?
Just so y'all know,
Name other names.
we're probably actually gonna try and get tickets for Avengers for one of those days. Either
which
way.
I already just looked up sometimes.
Yeah,
and I
Fonz
was
is
just
right
showing
over
it to him too, so we won't see it. Not Thursday, Friday. Not even Saturday.
Oh, Sunday's the only time.
I'll see you next month.
Oh shit!
Well, we'll catch on Netflix. So I
Netflix.
Ant-Man and the Wasp.
And then the Thor Ragnarok.
So don't spoil it for the next fucking 10 months.
Ragnarok.
Call him Ragu.
Yeah, it ended. Dos veces.
That and then Infinity War right after it got out of theaters and was released on DVD was on Netflix too. So I mean,
Did y'all see Infinity War in theaters?
yeah, we saw it in theaters. I went and I cried about Groot.
Yeah, we had friends who helped us get tickets.
Actually, no, we didn't.
No, we didn't.
No, I was like, no. And we went to the Alamo Draft House to go see it, and it was cool. I mean, I was an emotional wreck.
You know I'm fucking with you, right?
He's really messing with you.
I'm gonna jump off the second story when I leave.
What the?
We don't have a balcony.
Yeah, but right here when I jump.
So you want to take the stairs on the way
Crack both
down?
my legs and then slide down that little slant, like my neck cracks, and that's how I die.
What the?
Who gets your tickets? You're right in the
Well,
rule.
it's the y'all because y'all have my fucking phone. So,
We don't know your code.
well, fucking use my finger on there. On the,
Just cut his fingers.
We usually don't go on opening night. It's always crazy.
just
Yeah.
I think the only movie I've ever gone on opening night is Civil War. We didn't go on opening night.
Yeah, we did.
We went Friday. We didn't go opening midnight.
Yeah,
We didn't go midnight.
the Thursday nights.
Yeah, we usually go on Fridays.
There was one movie that we went to go see.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to think.
It was Batman versus Superman.
I didn't take you to that. I would have not taken you to that fucking at midnight. Hell no.
No, it wasn't that. Honestly, it really wasn't that. What is
That
it
movie
then?
was so trash.
I saw- I'm not gonna say anything. Go on. You talk shit. Fantastic Four. Go ahead.
Was it
Evan,
with
this
the-
four was good.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah,
That
we
movie
need
was
to go see
fucking
Fantastic Four.
trash.
And now I
Awesome.
remember.
That
Amazing.
movie is
That's what-
trash.
Now I
That's
remember.
amazing.
No,
Now I
I was telling
remember.
it's beautiful. Michael B. Jordan, but fuck the rest.
No, those are Marvel movies. I don't know if I've
No,
told
we
you.
never. No.
Maybe my sister.
So they
You
didn't
went
fucking
to
get a
see, not
sequel.
me.
No, the first Avengers. I want my sister. Opening night.
The first Avenger?
No, the first. No.
Oh, the Avengers
first,
12.
Yeah. Went to go see that one opening night with my sister because
And then Scary Movie Boys. I went to go see Conjuring 2 the first.
Oh, really?
time.
Scary Movie 5. I think I went to go
Don't I
see.
HBO Wickham.
Scary Movie 5. I went to go see my sister and her ex because McEnroe was in it.
What movie?
Scary Movie 5.
Oh, I saw Scary Movie 5. That
Yeah, I
was
went to see the day it opened. It sucked when McEnroe
Yeah, it
was
was really bad. What part does he come out in again?
At the beginning of the movie.
with Stu Blind.
Oh,
Beginning and
there
ending.
you go. There you go.
And ending.
Stu
When they're
Blind.
talking about the big old, they're like, take
Yeah.
the big old blunt and running
Stick
around
line.
everywhere.
It was at that
Hilarious.
midlife crisis.
Yeah, because he's Snoop Dogg again.
Yeah.
I don't know why the fuck he changed to Snoop Lion. That was like 2013, right? 12, 13, yeah.
That was a dark time.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember because he came out on Epic Rap Battles and he was like Snoop Lion. He played Moses. It was like Moses versus Santa Claus or something like that.
Yeah, don't feel bad. We're probably going to like Saturday, Sunday, Monday.
Mm-hmm. We'll figure out what
Just
day.
know that this is like heroin to me, so it's like I gotta get the fix that night.
Yeah, but then think of us. That's what happens with addicts. They don't think about their friends
Okay, well,
or family. Oh wait, you're actually taking your family, but you don't think about your friends.
okay,
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm listening like Dr. Pepper. Wow.
Wow.
Uh,
Dang.
Like your brother listens to this podcast, like, what the fuck, man? I did this shit to you.
He's just like, I'm disappointed in you. He's like, but you can pet me. It's okay. He's like, oh, he turned. He's like,
All right, so what else? Endings coming out. La Llorona.
for us Mexican kids,
I'm
that
excited about
story was like,
Conjuring Universe.
it's really nice. It's a part of the Conjuring.
Yeah, yeah.
The
universe.
Annabelle
Oh,
trailer
that
drop.
trailer
Yeah, I saw the
drop.
Annabelle one. Oh.
That is absolutely nuts. Like,
I don't
wild.
know. I didn't like Creation. So
I hated the first Annabelle movie. I'll be honest.
Annabelle. The first Annabelle to me, I
didn't
liked
it
a
at all.
little bit. It wasn't great.
I
But
didn't sit through
Creation-
that, but I sat through Creation.
I saw Annabelle Creation, and because I've stuck with all these movies since the first Conjuring. So
So he showed me the first Conjuring. I
First
honestly,
is fucking amazing.
and
James
it's
Wan
honestly
is one of my favorite. My
amazing.
favorite director.
was
Derek
amazing.
Kaufman.
That's why I need to do something
And he
for
didn't
that.
warn me with movies like that have sequels. He's like, yeah, the sequel's gonna be really good, but he didn't tell me usually with the sequels with that director is always scarier than the first.
It's not.
Nothing
all
scary,
one.
to be honest.
I think
Not
No, he's
well,
talking about Conjuring.
Conjuring, because whenever
I
I saw-
Conjuring, the first movie was really wild. Like,
Yeah.
the second movie,
She thought it was scary.
I thought it was
they
scary
added
than
like
the
a lot
first.
of like they didn't just stick with one villain. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? They added the
The nun.
tall man or whatever.
Oh, the
They
tall
added
The creepy.
The nun was in that too, just to get a spinoff later on. Like
Well, no,
The Nun.
technically
The Nun. Honestly, I did not like The Nun whatsoever.
I like the Nun.
I like The Nun.
I think.
Violet was in it. American Horror
No.
Story.
Yeah. No. Tasia Farmiga.
But Violet to me.
I didn't know. I've never seen that girl besides the Nun. That was the first time.
Oh,
I
yeah,
know
I
that she was in
mean,
American Horror Story.
Yeah,
Farmiga's
she's
daughter.
been in almost.
Yeah. No, her sister.
Sister.
I thought it was Vera Farmiga's daughter. I was like, oh, this is. It looks too much like, and then it's her sister. I was like,
What the
she's
fuck?
beautiful. Though. Both Vera and Tasia are beautiful.
Vera Farmiga's a good actress.
Actress, yeah.
Patrick Wilson, he needs to come back in the Conjuring movies.
He's in Aquaman.
He's an Aquaman?
Yeah. He's the villain. One of the villains.
You never in that movie. Can you say that? Patrick Wilson, my favorite actor.
Insidious.
He's
What's that
yeah.
movie with him?
What?
Can't remember.
Nighthawk. You know what I mean? Night Owl. He played Watchmen. Watchmen was Night Owl. He comes out in the Insidious films.
Yeah.
Yes, he does. He comes out in the Insidious.
Hard Candy.
Hard cat.
That's a good movie.
I've
with
never
him.
seen Hard Candy.
You should watch it. It's a good movie. Check it out.
But yeah, the Nun. It fell short to me, but I still watch these movies, even though, like, I'm still gonna go see every
Still
single one in
watch.
theaters.
I like
Instead of it, like,
I like the concept of the story that they gave the Nun to have us figure out. Okay, so this is where Conjuring 1 connects, and this is where Conjuring 2 connects. So at least we know where she was in general, because basically in the film, like Conjuring 1, it was basically like a flashback story to who the nun was, like who her and her vision was, and then in Conjuring 2 is when they actually really met it, and it gave you a flashback to Conjuring 1 from where she actually met the nun the first time and everything, but it gave you a backstory of who it was, and then in the videotape that they were showing to those kids at the university or whatever, the guy that they were doing
it all connected,
connected there. And
kind
I
of
was
like Annabelle Creation.
yeah.
Throws it back to the first movie at the very end of the movie.
Mhm.
Yeah, no, it's still good. And the Conjuring films and the Insidious films, it's like I said, I don't think movies are scary anymore. We're in this age where they're just not. But the storytelling in the Conjuring movies and the Insidious ones were so good that I was watching these movies just to see the story play out. So I wasn't going to see these movies like, oh, I'm scared. It was more like, no, like the writing's really good and this and that. I didn't like the third Insidious movie. That was probably the weakest one in the trilogy.
Third one.
The third one is called the skeleton.
It's the skeleton key.
Yeah, right, or something like that. Or is it?
No, that's
It's the something key.
I
Because the
think that's the
skeleton
fourth
key is
one.
actually in the movie.
fourth
Oh
one.
yeah.
Wait, that's the fourth one already?
Yeah, its first was
Yeah.
Insidious one,
Evil.
Insidious
Second
2.
one was They Comes Back, I think. No.
Insidious 3.
I mean, Insidious and Conjuring confused, I think.
3 has that Darth Vader like that way.
Darth Maul looking thing has that's in
is
part
that
1
part
and
one?
part
Oh,
2.
like Darth Maul.
Not
Like,
Darth Maul, but I think it was.
But it looked like Darth Maul, basically.
No, I'm talking about the other one. It was like breathing. So I made a joke. I was like,
Oh yeah,
Darth Vader.
Insidious 3. Oh yeah, Insidious 3 had that chick, that one actress, the one where she had a broken leg in most of the movie.
Oh,
That
yeah.
was Insidious 3, and then
The
Insidious
blonde
4 was the last key. Insidious 3 and 4 were okay to me. The first two were the
Yeah.
strongest.
The first two, because they
I
had
had Patrick Wilson and Rose Byrne. Yeah, those are really, and then the third and fourth are just.
Yeah, anything with Lee Winnell and James Wan is going to be amazing. The only thing I like about the Conjuring universe right now is just Lee Winnell. I don't think James Wan is anything. Probably a producer, that's about it. He hasn't produced anything since the first Conjuring, I think.
Yeah, we're getting The Conjuring. The Conjuring 3 is in the works. I heard that it starts the production.
It's been in the works for a while, though.
Yeah, it's because they're doing the whole Annabelle thing. So
Yeah.
they put it aside. The Conjuring 2, I actually heard the real story about that.
The London.
What's it called? Added a lot.
Mhm.
The
Go ahead, tell.
the original story is like, yes, there is a like Bill Wickens and all that, like all that was true, but there was never no nun in real life. There was never no tall man or that thing. There was never any of that. It was just these girls that supposedly thought their house was haunted, and the girl could speak. You know what? I'm gonna tell you. Listen to this podcast called the Generation Y podcast. They're gonna do a much better way of explaining it than I could, and it's just perfect. Because what they do is they tell a story and then they give both their opinions and they leave their audience with, well, you decide. You thought it was real, then if you didn't. And they do it for like a lot of serial killers.
Oh, this is the one that you told me about.
Well, serial killers is one I listen to, but
Oh,
Generation
but this
Y
one-
is another one. Yeah, so
I subscribe to serial killers. I'm not listening to it.
I need to listen to it.
I just caught up on most of the episodes recently. Some of them I skip over. Like if it's from the 19th century, I listen sometimes, but some of them are just like a lady who poisoned people, and to me that's like doesn't grab my attention as much.
I want to hear
it's
the
like,
real
it's
death.
not, yeah, it's like it's never like that much of like.
Sorry for the people that did lose their lives.
Yeah, no,
like,
yeah, don't get me wrong.
Like,
yeah, it's just like it doesn't really grab my interest. Like, oh, she was like poisoning old people at an old home. It's like, you know, like do I really want to break this down into 2 episodes? You know what I mean? Like one that I heard recently was called The Butcher of Something, and I think it was a butcher of something. And this guy killed 3 people, 3 kids, but he was so spoiled, bro. Like his mother, bro, comes in when he's about to kill he kills his second kid, right? And before he does it, the mom gets there, and then he has his nephew working for him, right? And he's basically sexually assaulting his nephew like every day, and has sex with him and everything. And his nephew's living with him, and because that guy was so spoiled by his family, that nobody lists, like if he said I want this, they would do that. Like they bought him that farmland and everything. So he was basically having sex with his nephew. The nephew's aunt comes, which is the guy's mother, and then she's like, "Where's my son?" And he's in the barn. So when she gets to the barn, she sees that he's in there having sex with that kid that he just took. And she just yells at him and says, "You told me you weren't going to do this anymore. You're not supposed to be doing this," because he had already killed one kid and decapitated him. And he said that what was messed up is that he gets home and he gives the kid a pail, like a bucket, like his nephew. And then he's like, "Look at this." And when the kid looks at the bell, he sees the head of that kid. And he freaks out and he starts laughing. He's like, "Why are you scared?" And he's like, "Oh, don't worry." He's like, "I didn't just kill him to kill him. I killed him in self-defense." But he was lying. So that was his first victim. And then he's like, "Now help me get the rest of the body's in the back seat." And he shows them the rest of the body. They ended up dumping the kid's body on the side of the road. Now the nephew couldn't speak up because nobody listened to him. You know what I mean? So when the mom comes and notices, he's like, "Yeah, that's it. He's gonna get caught. It's gonna go in my favor." It still didn't go in his favor. What's it called? The mom. Oh yeah, the mom sees that he has the kid. Says, "You said you weren't gonna do this again. You said this wasn't gonna happen. So in order for you not to take the blame, we're all gonna kill this kid. We'll all have a turn at killing him. That way we all take the blame if any of us tries to rat out the other." So they forced the nephew to like also bash in his head with an axe. And he didn't have no say. So then they killed another 2 boys after that. And then he wanted to kill a family. And this kid, finally, his sister comes. And it's just like, "I'm going to take you back home. We're going to get you home. Like, I got you." So they call their grandpa, which is that guy's father. And they're like, "Please, you've always sat on the sidelines, but can you help us?" So he goes there one early morning, picks up the nephew. They're rushing to get to the ship to take the kid back to Canada. And who cuts him off? This dude. Cuts him off, takes the kid back to his house. Or he's there again. He's like, "I'm going to be killed." But the thing is, the sister had already reached Canada, and she warned American authorities in Canada that my uncle did this, this, and this, and he's still there at this. So he was trying. What the uncle did was he had a feeling they were catching on to him, so he tried to flee. He like took all that stuff and he left the boy there at the barn, and he took off to like run away. And the authorities get there, the police, and they see him like showed in the barn, all scared. And it took him. He was so malnourished, the nephew. It took him 3 weeks to recover to give his full statement. But they caught that guy and hung him. This was in the 1930s, 40s. Yeah, dude. So that dude was just like he would have sex with them and decapitate them, like kill them. And then he wanted to kill the whole family. And this whole time, this nephew's like trying to like this guy's not, like he's messed up in the head. But he was so spoiled because the mother of him had lost a baby before him and hated him for a while. But then she like grew this like uncontrollable love for him to where she would do anything he asked of, anything. And this dude was just having sex with little kids, like he was perverted like that. It was just this is an actual like story. This happened in the 1920s, 30s.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so that one got me so heated. I'm listening to it and I'm just like,
I hate this guy.
I was like, ah. When they told me they hung him, I'm like, thank God, thank you, because I'm so tired of like now you hear serial killers, like any serial killer from the 70s above, you don't hear about them dying. Like, of course, yeah, you have Ted Bundy and this and that, but the rest of them just got life in prison because of like how the rules have changed about execution. So I don't see any justice in letting somebody live off of taxpayers' money for the rest of their life after what they did to somebody.
But then think about it though. There's a lot of cases now that if you notice that they're mistrialed. like a lot of like rape murder cases nowadays.
I think if you get life sentence, you should just die like the next day.
Like
Yeah, it shouldn't be that
like
hard.
the
But
whole-
there's also mistrials. But
well,
I mean, some innocent gotta die to get everybody.
like we're going into pop culture. Pop culture. On Hulu, there's a show called The Act. And The Act is actually about the girl named Gypsy Rose that killed her mother, but her mother was
Overprotective.
not overprotective, but very overprotective to the point where she actually thought her daughter was sick. Put her in a wheelchair, all of that stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The girl, Gypsy, she's actually going to be suing Hulu for using her name, the whole thing, and everything.
Oh wow.
But she's in jail for what crimes that she's done because she actually killed her mother. Not her, but she was what is it? An accomplice.
Accomplice.
Yeah, basically because there was a guy that she was talking to online behind her mother's back or whatever. There's a big old backstory to this.
Oh, he offered to kill.
Yeah,
her.
he offered. Well, she implied like, "Can you help me kill my mother?"
Oh,
And he did whatever because he wanted to help her, save her, because he was not mentally all there either. And 2 and 2 together, but like it took them 3 days to actually find the mother's body in the house and everything. And Gypsy was gone, blah blah blah. And I honestly think she's outright. I mean, I know it's her lifestyle and everything, and she's going to be getting out not soon, but I don't know when she's going to be able to go up for parole. But like, I mean, I don't know. I don't like, yeah, you went through a whole traumatic thing or whatever. They gave her a really light sentence though
Yeah.
for being an accomplice.
Yeah, she's getting out. And,
But I mean, you went through.
that from next door.
No one lives next door.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying.
Or it could have been assigned to us.
About that.
When it came back.
Let's stop talking about serial killers.
Those
Kill us.
But like, that's my theory. I mean, just because of everything, you went through mentally or anything,
Yeah.
shouldn't agree for you to have a lighter sentence, nor should you, take the mental plea out of it or whatever.
You take someone's life, you should die.
She planned it. She knew what she was doing. Just to
Oh,
get herself
guilty.
out.
Especially
Guilty-wise, yeah.
If I take somebody's life because I'm self-defending myself, like I don't want to die because I
Yeah.
self-defend.
There's certain ways, but like, I mean, honestly, if you're doing it,
I just don't agree with the whole system of like death row and keeping somebody on death row even though you've already sentenced them to death. We're not killing somebody to where there's a line of people. Like there's so many people we're killing that we need to put them on death row for years and years and years. I think it should just be all right. Like back then when they sentenced people, it wasn't like they went to the gallows a year later. They went then and there. They went to the guillotine the same day. Like
yeah, they
the
were
fact
like,
that
you're
it's taking us
sentenced to death.
forever now to like
Mhm.
kill these people. It's just ridiculous. Like
They sentenced them to death that day. Literally hung them like that next evening.
Exactly.
Like that evening, like you had your trial during the day. You already spoke or whatever. The judge is like, you're guilty. You go in the evening. Everyone's waiting with their
Damn.
pitchforks and fire and like, let's get it done.
We need Jason Voorhees up in this bitch. Kill all these fucking killers.
damn, like that, bro.
Yeah.
Don't say that we need Jewish creepers. I'm not gonna say that. Because that homie's gonna smell my fairies and take me.
Well, yeah. Yeah.
He's gonna be like,
Are you a killer? What if we could like bring someone like one of these characters that like kill multiple people?
Jurassic
Like-
Park.
Okay.
the T-Rex.
Like, what if we could bring a dinosaur back? It's probably not the best idea.
But
Jurassic Park,
What if
please
we
don't
could
do
bring-
that.
I'd say bring them back. I'm saying make them real. Like Jason
No,
Voorhees,
but I know,
like,
but, like-
program his brains like
Oh, we
kill
could program it.
killers.
Okay, so a serial killer.
I don't know if we're about to die.
Yeah, a serial killer. It's like there's one just stationed next door. Like he's been hiding out.
Every
Oh,
time
he's
I'm
like,
still
shit,
killing
they're
closer.
listening.
As soon as I go out there to get to my car. It's like you can't cut. I'm impenetrable. He's like, what?
Pushed off there. Like, oh, he actually did jump. Wow.
Hotel.
I was already ready to push him, but I mean, I might kill later at EK.
Kill somebody later. I don't know. He felt cute when I killed somebody.
But yeah, like bring someone like Jason Voorhees for here. Like,
See,
have a
but then
program
if
for
they
it.
already have that
They kill
mindset,
killers.
though, they can actually I mean,
reprogram.
with Freddy, he could just reprogram
And that's why we
himself.
realize their weaknesses before we
I
let
think
them
Freddy
go.
Krueger's probably like the worst one to bring though.
Yeah,
Oh,
don't
yeah.
bring him
That's
back.
a
Or
nightmare.
him
So
or
how do we get rid of him after that?
Oh,
Or what if he goes into our mind because we programmed him and then unprogrammed himself?
Yeah.
Programmed. And then we're all screwed.
Wall Street.
Then we
So
can't
him
sleep.
and
And I'm
then,
like, hey, thanks, Franco. This is a great idea.
like 72 hours later, geez, Frank, thanks.
Oh, man, dude. 3 days.
Okay, Jason Voorhees.
Jason Voorhees.
I wouldn't say Michael Myers.
My character's going to kill on Halloween, though. Thing.
Yeah, that's his thing.
Once a year.
And plus,
That's not
like,
fun.
Jason Voorhees is kind of like a demon. Michael
Zombie.
Myers, as much as I
Zombie.
love it, it's also never made sense that he's impenetrable or like he takes shots and like stabs. As much as I love it, it's like, let's be honest, he's just a regular serial killer. Like he should be able to like get one shot
He
in the
has
head.
bullet.
And
He
you're
has
done.
bullet.
That's my thing. That's what bothers me. But I still love it. But no, I'd rather do Jason because you know that he's like somewhat of a demon. He's already gone to hell and everything. So it's like,
Jason goes down.
Yeah.
There's no Halloween goes down.
Look, man, I don't know what you're drinking.
that's like one of the movie. You ever see the movie The Boy?
Oh,
I hate it. Like I never wanted to watch it, but there was on Showtime. Like maybe last year, so I decided, oh, you know what's on? Let me see. Stupid. It's never the doll that's now they're working on a sequel, but it was never a doll, right? Like it's never the doll. The doll's been moved throughout the movie, but it's really a son that they didn't want people to know they had. They have him living inside the walls of the house, right? Now this is just a regular son. Well, let's say my parents abandoned me, right? And they didn't want the world to see me. So I was just living inside the walls of my house, right? What do you think's gonna happen while I'm living inside of the walls of my house? I'm still gonna be a regular guy, right? Probably malnourished unless they feed me, right? Or I die out eventually unless they're feeding me, you know what I mean? And just keep me quiet. And I'm just gonna be eating, I'm gonna be bored or whatever, doing my own thing. Why is it that when this guy comes out, he has like super strength? He's able to just like lift people and throw them. I'm just like, that doesn't happen because you lived inside of walls your whole life. I mean, what happened to
maybe he got
asbestos?
bit. Maybe
Is
he.
a radioactive rat bit him?
Yeah.
That just doesn't make any sense to me.
Splinter.
That's bad writing right there.
Splinter, are you there?
Yeah, because he's just like grabbing the grabs like God. I'm like, no, you just lived inside a wall. You stink.
That's
Go
what that movie
to
was
the
about.
back.
Yes, dude. That's how it ends. Like it ends with you finding out that
you
it's really
spoiled
like
that.
he was sitting in the wall and he kills everybody. There you go. End of story.
That's stupid.
Now it's like, hey, guess what? Sequel.
Have you heard about Thanksgivings?
No.
No. We're not movie night one of these nights, but I get it.
It's a movie?
It's a movie. There's a wrestling promo this past Monday that we were talking about it yesterday. Bray Wyatt. You know Bray Wyatt? Yeah. Oh. He's returning, and we think it's a promo for him. And it's like a little puppet of a buzzard that came out in the box. And the buzzard, I was listening to a podcast, and they said that it looks like the turkey from Thanksgivings. And I looked it up, and
Thanksgiving.
the movie looks so terrible. It might be good.
Thanksgiving starring turkey.
Apparently, within the first second, you see tits. Is what
It's
it
the
says. ultimate.
ultimate low budget experience, a killer turkey comedy / horror thing.
Yeah.
Warning: boobs in the first second.
Yeah. And
Thanksgiving 3.
yeah, apparently Thanksgiving 3 wasn't all that great. It wasn't as good or wasn't funny at all. But Thanksgiving 1, we need to see.
Did you look at? Oh, it's
I saw the trailer.
$7.99 on Google Play. The complete series is $13.99 at Best Buy.
What the fuck, complete series?
Yeah, I guess like part 1, 2, and 3. If there is.
No, it's part 3 is part 2. There's only 2
Oh,
parts.
okay, cool. All right, so
That-
it just
yeah.
went from Thanksgiving to Thanksgiving 3.
Yeah, it's the running joke in it or some shit. But yeah, we need to see that movie.
That's crazy.
He says gobble gobble motherfucker. Do you have anything else we can talk about? I'm gonna end the live stream.
Wait, do we have anything else to talk about?
I'm gonna end the live stream.
Oh, hey, thank you for joining. For anybody who was live streaming.
Thank you so much.